Paul. The game takes too long to open up, and you can't see Lily White fly in and drop her trademark. It's really unfortunate. I don't know how long. I don't really know what happened at the end of last stream. Everything worked, and then I did my, I left. I said bye, and then I closed the stream, and then that was it. But it seemed like you guys were so behind that when the stream just ended, it didn't catch up to that point, and then the stream was just over. So, yeah, that was cool, wasn't it? Alright, I have a sword. And I have a way to go. Let's see. The way to go is down and left. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, just gonna warm up. That's all. I bought something. I think I bought a... I don't remember what I bought. Which way am I going? This way. Okay. Don't fall in the pit. Okay. I don't actually know where the pit starts and ends, so I'm scared I'm gonna fuck that up every time. And then this way. I'm gonna get the mushroom first. I love this sword. Wait, I can't go that way. No, I'm wrong. I went the wrong way. So it's just free money. Didn't even hear me end. Oh, yeah, I have no idea then. But I wrapped everything up like I usually do, and then I end stream. But I have no idea how the delay was affecting things at all. So they just registered that I was done. Ah, chimpanzee that. Every single goddamn time, dude. Without fail. I've fallen down that pit on the way back. At least there's a shop. God, the range on the sword makes no sense at all. Why is it longer than bullet? Oh, wrong way. Drink your poison. I don't have to drink poison right now. I need money for other things. Or full on potions, at least. It's about the same as a bullet. Well, it's got better range. It's got better range. I don't know if it's stronger or not. Nope. Yeah. Okay, the plan this time is this way. Yes. Oh, this makes this much easier. Now, I remember there was a mushroom I need to get, yeah? Yeah, from going around that long way. Alright. Here we go. The long trek up the jungle. Nice. This was significantly worse earlier. The sword is making this so much nicer. So I'm gonna get the mushroom first, and then I'm gonna go back and save, and then I'll... Should I go fight Letty first, or should I try and fight Chen? I have a feeling that no matter what I choose, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. But going by character order, it seems to make more sense if I fight Letty first. There's some really awesome artifact in here. I absolutely do not care. We sure are finding an armpit, Miko. She's not good at anything. It's hide and seek, apparently. Hurry up and get this over with, please. I'm busy, unlike you, Master Yukari. Come on, this kind of thing doesn't even happen every day. You gotta enjoy it while it lasts. It doesn't happen every day, you say? I heard it happened near the Scarlet Little Mansion just yesterday. It did? The text scrolls unreasonably fast. Honestly. Like, that's already hard to read to begin with all the action going on, but it stays on screen for so little time that there's no way I'm getting the conversation. Yeah. Slowing it down if that's possible. That would be good if you can. If you can't, then it is what it is. But that is definitely an issue. Where, like, you know, I want to read what they're saying, but it's impossible because they talk too goddamn fast. And unless I go and stand somewhere, even if I just stand somewhere, it's still fast. If I misspeak, then yeah, I'm gonna go get the mushroom saved. If I misspeak, then I have to correct myself, and by the time I correct myself, it's already over. Alright, we're going to Chen first, because Chen is closer. I'm not interested in chronological order, more so I'm just interested in it being convenient. I should be fine with this. Give it a look, that'd be nice. Give it a shot. The fact that it even works as well as it does anyway is already pretty astounding in my opinion. Kinda wish this game was more friendly to work with though. It's really not a bad game. I have a feeling the reason no one wanted to touch it though is because it was so not simple to actually open up and change texts to. But I don't really know how that translating stuff goes in the technical sense. Alright, going up and around. Don't fall in the hole again, you'll waste everyone's time. Alright. Chen will be fine. Unless Chen does like really, really absurd amounts of damage for no reason, I should be fine. Sometimes the text box show up at the worst times, yeah. But those are scripted. Youyoumu started talking and distracted me. That was bad. Let's see, I just want the map. Okay, and then go down over here. And that should be the map. Yep, there we go. Komakyo 2. And that ends the trilogy. We'll never get another one. Oof. The sad, sad situation. Okay, last time I didn't climb this, so I'm gonna climb this time. So I'm gonna assume this is an item. Nice. Okay. I could really do without all the walls. Okay. Okay, what was the point of this? Changing the text delay. There's 759,000 numbers. You have to find the right one. What the? What's the purpose of this? There's no purpose. No purpose. Well, you just look at the silver lining. At least there's only 750,000 different numbers you have to try to find out if it works, right? What if it's number 2? If number 2 fixes it, then there you go. We did it. Congratulations. Chat, you know what that reminds me of? You ever played a game with a combination lock before that you couldn't figure out the puzzle? Or you didn't care to try and figure out the puzzle, so you just brute forced it? The only game I ever did that for was Saw 2, the video game. Because even though that's not a very good game, I enjoyed it enough to play it. Why? Well, we all make mistakes in the heat of passion. But the game, sometimes the puzzles required you to find a combination lock, but there was no penalty. There's no penalty to trying them all. Number 2 is used to tell you not to run the game on DOS. See, I don't know if you're fucking with me or that's true, because on one hand that sounds foolish, but on the other hand, what could you possibly have that many numbers do to control so many different variables? Yes, I don't know how coding works. How could you know? So anyway, you had to find the combination lock. You were under no time limit, and there was no penalty for getting it wrong. And I was just couldn't figure it out. / didn't care enough to really try anymore. So I just tried every single number starting from 1 to 999. And you know what? I found it. I think it was in the 400s or 600s. But there was nothing stopping me from doing that, and it's exactly what I did. In the end, I was a winner. Alright, this is the Chen room. Are you ready? Dude. Alright, well that's a hard fight. Alright. Fuck, we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go all the way back around. Painful. Ah. Alright. Bosses are optional and don't give you anything crucial, so come back when you're stronger. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore Chen then because I don't want to do that again, because that was really hard for how much she did and how much I did. I think this game has a lot of great ideas, but I think a lot of them are not executed the way they should be. Good art and music, though. I think this game has a bit of a backwards idea of level design, though. But I think that's also, I only feel that way because a lot of the things this dev seems to love to use on their level design is exactly the kind of shit I despise. Teleporters. And invisible pathways in the walls. Shit's annoying. I wouldn't say it's necessarily easy to die in this game. I mean, it kind of is. But it's very easy to lose progress. I'll just go this way again. Here we go. Okay. This game did come out quite some time ago, though, so that was definitely the age of... That was the age of punishing deaths. You know, there's nothing wrong with a punishing death, as long as, I guess as long as there's elements to avoid it. Because there's some tedium involved at the same time, right? Like you can only do so much of the same thing over and over again before you no longer want to play the game. So... And I know, you know, the reason it was different back then was because games cost a crazy amount of money. Like, holy shit. Looking at inflation and whatnot, like, the amount of money video games cost was not cheap. So you got your shitty little Atari game and you were set for a while, no matter what. So those games were hard as balls because they wanted to keep you playing. Because they needed to keep you playing. Because you weren't just going to be able to go out and get a new game anytime you want, right? Nowadays, extra lives are a bit of a thing of the past. Some games only really still have them because they originally had them, and it's like legacy or something. Like Mario, 3D Mario games had 1-ups for a long time, but they didn't really matter. Like, yeah, okay, there's 1-ups everywhere, you game over, then you just... The game over does nothing but boot you to the menu, and then you start where you last saved anyway, which save points were pretty much anywhere you wanted them to be, so it was just an inconvenience. And then Odyssey just changed it entirely, so Odyssey decided that when you died, you just lost 10 coins, which honestly was more punishing than arbitrary lives, because losing coins, 10 coins isn't much, but then you lose enough coins and then suddenly, well, you're eating shit, right? I'm not fighting her. I'll worry about that later. Thank you, Goro, for gifting the sub. Mario's scoring system. Mario's scoring system, I don't think it's ever been relevant. Ever. But he constantly has it, huh? Why does Mario have a scoring system? Okay, so I actually don't know where to go at the moment. And I know there's no shop. Okay, I can't go that way, but there's a secret up there, so we're going this way. Super Paper Mario. Super Paper Mario did have a relevant scoring system, you're right. Because your score was actually tied to your EXP, which is a really cool way to do that. Oh my god. I don't want to take unnecessary damage because I only have so much to work with here. Is there even a point to this? Probably not. Ah, yes, effective time waster. That's what that is. The first Mega Man had a scoring system. That's true. That had absolutely zero merit as well. That one, gonna get rid of that one fast. Score was, I guess Score was, that came out in an era where Score was something, like every game had Score, right? Castlevania has a score system. Like, and sometimes certain score values give you extra lives, so there's that. But for the most part, Castlevania's score system didn't seem to matter at all. Just beating the game was enough. At least in that game, you got extra lives, right? But in Mega Man's case, scoring was just not really doing anything at all. You didn't get anything for it. It just added an extra element to the drop table. Super Marissa World. Oh, God. You know what that game is, right? Like, when somebody who is well aware what that game is tells another human being to play that game, I just don't think you have my best intentions in mind. Can't go over that wall. Now I just respawn to every fairy. Oh my god. Oh, goodbye. See you later. How do I get out of here? It won't be that bad? No, I've played that game before. I've never beat it, but I've played it. That did a lot. I'm well aware of what to expect from that game. And I can already tell you right now that I hate it. But, like, it's a video game. It is a video game, plain and simple. Okay, I will admit there are some elements of that game that I'm actually interested in checking out that I've never seen before, but there's a lot about that game that it's just pure cock and ball torture. There's no two ways about it. I really just fell down. You think this is funny? Are you having a laugh? You think this is funny? Oh my god, where is it? Okay, it's this tile. Oh, it's just the whole floor. I can't make that jump. I can't make that jump right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. The Yukari heads, a little scary, a little scary, a little scary. Alright, we're good. You don't want to... If you want to experience Super Marissa World for yourself, I recommend you give it a try. If you don't really understand why it's being recommended to me and you want to know, just try the first world. Try the first fucking level. Try any of it at all. And then realize that is what they want to put me through. For the entire game. That is not a short game. That is a full-length game. Feature film. Ah, don't die yet. We got plenty of things to do, Youyoumu. Everything does as much as one potion can heal me. Is this a new area? Youyoumu, I'm bored. Pay attention to me. Lady Yuko sure is one entitled spectator. Wait a second. Didn't you say you were busy, Lady Yuko? Yes, I'm busy watching you. You're just not giving me a good show, so I'm bored. Is that so? Hold on, chat. There's something else up over here. I thought I had a potion. Well, consider it progress saved, I guess. But that's, oh well. That's a bit unfortunate. It's alright, it's alright. Let's take the long walk back and look on the bright side. Now I don't have to explore any of that for map completion because that totally mattered. And I get more money and I got my potions back and copium, copium, copium. Fresh copium, get a huff while it's fresh. They just don't give any money at all, dude. Alright. Okay. Alright. See, we're back. Well, not actually close at all. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. Go this way. Did I buy an ice crystal? I sure didn't. Wouldn't want to make that mistake again. Oh. Okay. Then you go up. And then you go up again. You pretend Chen doesn't exist. And you be on your merry way. Of course. It's my own hubris' fault, but at the same time, like, there's so little in between here. So much in between. I just wanted to check out the top of that. Look how far I have to go, dude. It's so much. So much travel. Metroid's the puzzle platformer. I know that one. It looked cool. But I am not puzzle master. Not for those type of games, anyway. Alright, bye, Chen. See you later. Ooh. Okay. And then we go this way. Okay. Has bad Switch puzzles. I've had enough Switch puzzles in my life. The game looked cool though. I heard it had difficult puzzles. I got nothing wrong with puzzle games. I really liked Notori Box. That was a good game. But the color prism puzzles were kind of annoying because the whole switch factor at them as well. All right. At least I get some money. Crack the data format. I don't know what that means. That Sekibonki game, is that coming to Steam? It's coming to Switch. It looks cute, I want to try it, but I don't see a way to play it. Release is 2021, so it is coming out this year. Will I be able to play it in English? Will I need to play it in English, I guess is the real question. Might be one of those games you don't even really need to do that with. But I prefer the menu and whatnot being discernible. Come on. Alright. Already at the point of the game where a small potion only heals about exactly as much as a single enemy bullet does to me, which is, well, kind of annoying. Labyrinth of Toho 2 comes out in 4 hours without English. 3 Fairies Hop and Flap Adventures like 5 days. Machine translated English. I want to know more about that game because I don't know what that is. I know it's a RPG with the 3 fairies, and I know it has good art, but I don't know anything besides that. How long is it? Probably decently long. I've never heard of it before until today. Well, not today, but like fairly recently. Potion seal a percentage of max HP. I have I don't actually know. Either way, 1 potion is equivalent to like 1 hit. Okay, climb the rest of this tower. What is up here? Oh, where's the menu button? Okay. Okay, I'm alive, Good. You program your party and don't give direct commands in battle. You mean like the entirety of Persona? Labyrinth of Toho is one of those dungeon crawler games that uses a format I really don't like for dungeon crawlers. I don't really like dungeon crawlers in general, so that would probably do it for me. But one thing I don't like about them is they're really stiff. Like, it's a lot of, there's not a lot of life to them, I suppose. It's a lot of just PNG on PNG violence. And in the case of, like, Labyrinth of Toho, it's, like, default assets combined with, like, I wouldn't say stolen, but not original art. And, like, that kind of format to me doesn't really do it. So, I don't have much interest in something like that. Going this way. Okay. Some of their assets from their previous games. I thought Labyrinth of Toho did they have original assets? I really thought that it was just all a game comprised of a bunch of borrowed assets. Either way, I don't like dungeon crawlers very much at all because they're usually for me, like, I played Etrian Odyssey 4 and I liked it, and I hated the post-game stuff because it showed me how dungeon crawlers are meant to be played properly, and I was not having that. The idea of taking 5 teammates with you to fuck shit up is great until the game starts preparing for that and starts making enemies that can fuck up 5 units within 2 turns. So you just need a plan for, like, everything. Roger, I have made a mistake. Roger. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? I hope there's no item up there. That would really suck. What the hell is a matok? A matok? What's that do? Try to figure it out. What does it mean? That's what the what's the significance of... Oh, it breaks walls. What do you mean breaks walls? It's the mining pickaxe thing. But what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm just not huge on the genre. I have one that's... I forget what it's called. It's like called Remedrity or something? I've fallen, and I'm just, yeah, just fall again, dumbass. Fall some more. And I only bought it because it was a bundle pack with Luna Knights and something else. But I ended up getting it because it was cheap, and I figured, why not? Maybe I'll play it. But like, I don't really have much interest in it. Oh, this is great. Here we go. Got it. I got another mushroom. Good. Alright. Alright. I've never played it, but I've owned it for a while. I think the art looks nice, but like I just don't those types, that genre just doesn't appeal to me anymore, I suppose. Like I don't have any motivation to boot it up and try it, see what it's like. It might have the greatest story in the world, but like I'll never see it because I don't like the gameplay loop. And the thing is, it's like it's only really dungeon crawlers for me. I don't know why. I like JRPGs, but dungeon crawlers, just the format to them, never really did it for me, I suppose. Okay, where am I going? Heavy on grinding, but not in a fun way. Disgaea. I don't really know what Genius of Sephiroth is, but I've heard of it multiple times, because people have recommended it to me. So I really don't know what it is at all, but I'm pretty sure it's long and difficult. So, hey, apparently an artifact is actually a legendary sword. Oh, it is? Let's go home then. It's perfect for a hero of justice like me, right? I'm sure that sword's dying for me to find it. Save your sleep talking for when you're sleepy, Master Yukari. I think a regular wooden stick would suit you better anyway. Yeah, that might not be so bad. This is the strangest writing of these two characters I think I've ever seen. Now, I've seen Ron be the serious one, and I've seen Yukari be a goofball, but this is like... This is fucking next level with that, dude. Ron is talking to Yukari like she's been up since 5 a.m. and hasn't had a coffee yet. That's the conversation that's happening between those two characters. And Yukari is acting like I think Chen would. Like, this communication is something like I'd seen a grumpy Ron dealing with a energetic Chen. But I guess grumpy Ron with Yukari is fine too. Wait, was Chen with them, or is Chen still lost in the pit? Will Chen ever get out of the pit? So that looks like an item. How do I get it? Let's see, there's 2 ways to go. I would like to find the shop, but there's no sign. That's actually one thing this game would strongly benefit from, is something to indicate that a shop is a certain direction, so you're not just wandering for no reason. Can't go up there. Dude. I just keep extending. Yeah, the map could use some markers. There's a lot of things this game could really benefit from. Forming a staircase? Well, I'm walking it like a goddamn staircase. It's better than Patchy Zone. So far, the enemies haven't been anything I can't handle, at least. If anything, the enemies in the area getting here were more difficult. Eight minus A minus A. Where the fuck am I going? Dude, please. Shop is up. Thank you. Oh, poggers. There it is. That's it. Yabesh. Drink your poison. I could almost buy rings. Take that. Okay. Alright, so I guess I should backtrack. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna backtrack now. I'm gonna go get all those areas I missed, get some money along the way, and just enjoy the Alice zone, I suppose. Okay, I can't get up there, so that's no good. I can go down here. Okay, that's promising. That did a lot of damage, but I got a mushroom for it, so it's okay. And I bought an ice crystal, so once I'm done exploring everything, I can just nope the fuck out. Okay, that's a no-go. There you go. Now we go this way. And then this way. You know, one thing that this game actually does really well is that it despawns enemy bullets when you kill them. Because the number of times you could just accidentally trade and die would get insane. Like, they didn't need to do that. It's really nice they did. But it just begs the question, why is that the quality of life aspect of this game? But so much else is missing. Well, looks like it was just an alternate route. How about that? Alright, well, that means I can just go right back in here and save that progress. There we go. I'm gonna buy the stamina ring. Can I equip it though? I don't have enough charisma yet. Goodness, you and your rings. This one will probably increase your stamina. Well, that's going on when I get the chance. Okay, let's see. So I can go... I can pretty much only go up from back down there. So let's do that real quick. This is a really strange area to decide for Alice. And you know Alice is going to show up somewhere in here, and it's going to be really far away from a save spot, so I'm not going to fight the boss. Okay, go up. I don't think I can actually make that jump. Ugh. Okay. So there was no hope of that happening to begin with. Alice is experimenting with electronic, I suppose. Good, good, good. And then either way works, but this is quicker. Alright. Taco Man? Taco Man was made by Ilu Collab, the group that made Genso Skydrift. And yeah, it was available on Playism before, but it actually got taken off about a month before my video went up on it. Cause I looked into it, cause it was available on Playism, and then they just removed it. I think it was April or March. Pretty sure it was March that they took it down. Like that year, 2020. Or not 2020, 2021. I don't think it was an English version. But like they had Playism had it, right? So it was available for download through Playism, but then they just didn't, I don't know why, they just didn't bother with it, I guess. It was probably just the page in English. Playism has quite a few games that release not over here, which is kind of unfortunate, honestly. Like, you know, the Mario Bucket game for Alice and Marissa. That game got what the hell? That game got an HD version on PS4. I talked about that one before because my issue with that one is that the original game is translated, but the HD version that was released for PS4 is not. So like obviously if you want to play one or the other, it's obvious which one you'd want to play, right? But I can't play that one because I can't read it. Because I can't read. There's no way in there, huh? Alright. DL site. Speaking of DL site, they used to have a separate page or a separate like site for English, right? And they seem to have just merged. I guess they considered it pointless to have two different sites because anyone who's using that site in English was probably already using it, the Japanese side anyway, because there's a lot more games available for download that way. And you know, DL site was DL site doesn't really have a restriction on content. You understand what I mean by that? I guess it was kind of like needlessly competitive as English only, or the English only page was kind of like needlessly competitive. I mean, because like as I said, anyone who's going there is they're already using the Japanese anyway, so the English one is pretty pointless. And even if they were going to use the English one, the problem with it is, as I said, the selection's actually a lot smaller, because it will only show you titles that support English language, but it's not like every single title needs to support English language for you to be able to play it, so you only get half the results. Hack a digital copy to Switch. You know, you can just make a Japanese eShop account and then download games like that. That's how I got the Spell Bubble DLC, because I can buy the DLC, and it may not be translated in the game, but it's still available for me to play in the game itself. Oh, there we go. We're spelling words. We made them up. Switch ports are in Unity. What? Wait, Genius of Sephiroth is on Switch? What the fuck? This game is like a bigger deal than I think it is, that's for sure. Well, no, I don't mean like RPGs, but I just mean like DL site. DL site 1, you can buy Rock Maiden 1, 2, and 3, and you don't need to know the language to play those games, because, well, I played through the first one without knowing the language at all. But if you... What? Why am I back in Area 2? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, it's a special area. Right. This damn area. I got it. There are a few guides to how to buy Puppet Dance Performance, yeah. Because, you know, you can download video games, but if you wanna support it and buy it properly and whatnot, then there are guides to how to do it. That was a foolish idea. Okay, let's try and take this correctly. Well, Puppet Dance Performance is a great game, so the support to expand it is not unexpected. But the game has been alive for a long time as a result, that's for sure. Doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon either. Ooh, chimpanzee that! Excuse me, what? How do I don't think that's possible. Oh, I can equip the ring now. Huh. What do I... There's 2 main paths to the coin room, and you can see only one of them actually get you to the coin. So you're telling me I went the wrong way? Is that what you're telling me? Am I correct in assuming the correct way is back at the shop and then going up the tube? That's not good. That's really not good design. leaving. Goodbye. It branches somewhere in the zone. It can't. There's a wall in the way. There's no way to do that, see? Unless I can go through the wall over there. There's nowhere to go. Just go up past the shop. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, so I'm gonna have to do that. But I don't want to use the... I could use the item, but there's an area. There's an area that I missed all the way back. Oh god, that's so fucking far away. Dude, this is tragic. Alright, we're good. And there's so many items out in the open that I can't get. I don't know how to get. I need an item that lets me phase through walls or something, because I don't see a feasible way to collect half of this stuff right now. That bullet be on its way. Oh my god. Dude. You know what? That's not that far. I can walk that. Save 200 bucks. This place kind of sucks. Huh. Shoot your bullet. Wow, it is significantly more annoying to descend than it is to ascend. Yep. Good. Oh, no. Not worth the risk. It is no longer worth the risk. Okay. Thank you, Marissa. I'm just gonna spend the money and get the hell out of there before I have to do it all over again. Because I don't wanna... Are you... Really? Wait, that's not an item. That's a danger sphere. Dude, you can just ascend forever. There are no rules. Never mind. 2 ways to go. Oh, that's cool. I like this way. Careful, Youyoumu. You're a goner if you fall into one of those holes. Don't worry, Lady Yuko. That's not gonna happen. Of course, of course. You'd have to be a real dummy to fall into one of those. I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, I'm gonna fall in one. Oh. Oh. Should I go help her? She looks like she's trying really hard to not touch that. If I wait, she'll fall and touch it. I want to see her touch it. Can't help her. Oh, I wasn't gonna help her. She did this to herself. I want to see her fall though. It's like a couple minutes. Oh, that's an endeavor. Oh no, Ron, you too? Oh shit! That's it? Their game's over. We'll never see them again. Flavor text injured. Holy hell, where are you taking me right now? Oh, of course. 2 ways to go. This way. So, I have decided not to go this way. It is my decision to make. We will go this way instead. Why are there so many of these things? Just who made this obnoxious dungeon? Goodness, I'd like for them to try exploring it. It's such a hassle. Couldn't you just not explore it? Excuse me, coming through. See you later. Nice attack, nerd. Oh. Oh, my God, I'm dead. Can you run? No, you can't. Okay. Well, now which way? Clearly not that one. Dude, where are you taking me? Why does everyone have to attack me? Can't they just help exterminate the armpit Miko? They probably think you're the mastermind. Me? I could get that if it were you, but me? I mean, you're pulling the strings here, aren't you? Oh, that's an unexpected accusation, considering for next time, but I'm just a victim right now. Huh, next time? Nope, nope, nope. Whatever's down there is not my problem. Youyoumu, when do we get to the item that makes us stronger? I wish to become strong. What the fuck? Did I really explore all of that? Wow. Final level. Level 5. I skipped one. I've been here before. This is Flandre's location. This is level 4. Well, 5 would be my stage, but it can't be. Okay. I don't have the ability to fly. So I guess I'm just walking. Oh, cool. Nope. Oh, dude, I'm going underground. Yeah, this already sucks. I'm getting a little tired. Why don't we call it quits? That thick head of yours is built for dungeon diving, Master Yukari. I'm telling you, I can do this. I play games like this all the time. Oh, that's news to me. Hey, you don't believe me, do you? I'm telling the truth. You want me to list off my trophies? Your trophies won't impress me. What achievements do you have? Ugh, you're one of those gamers. Hey, Youyoumu, which kind of gamer do you think I am? That's obviously Yiko. The swirly thing on your head gives it away. That was a good answer, Youyoumu. That was a good answer. Oh, that's a lot of shit. And now I'm committed. Okay, here we go. Well, if it wasn't already a commitment, that nails it. I need the ability to fly if I ever want to leave. Ooh. Okay, alright, okay, alright. There's a whole lot of nothing going on. Well, that's gonna go up there. Oh, man. I guess we're going this way. Come on down. Why are they blue? Why are they blue and green? Why are they not colored fresh? Is it because they live underground? Wow. Is that shop coming soon? The shop was down, not up. Oh. Well then. I suppose we're gonna be taking a dive. Follow you, Carrie. Just gonna follow you, Carrie. That's all. I'm sure she knows where to go. Just has to be one at every point, huh? At every point, there's gotta be a room like this. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's not great. Dude, I hate this. I hate this so much. This is so annoying. Oh, there's 2 ways to go. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait. I've been there. Good. 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 Good design. Good. 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 Oh, that might be good. I did all that for a mushroom. I don't feel a lot of incentive to collect everything, but I have I'm a bit of a kleptomaniac with this type of game, so even if the incentive is low, I find a way to justify it. And then you go up. And now I'm above ground again. And I hate it here. how much of that I can't explore. I'm not going down there. Right. I got one more hit before I'm dead, which means I better find something here. I'll probably get to a point where I'm strong enough to get everything anyway, but right now that's not that point. Oh, you bitch. Oh. Let me see your map for a minute, Youyoumu. Yep, it's just what I thought. That's a wall. Sure is. Well, look at the copium. I got a lot of money, and I got a mushroom, and I'm exploring a lot, so I won't have to explore later. I see many good reasons to continue what I'm doing right now at this moment. And this map is very readable at this distance when it looks like this. Very readable. Oh my god. Oh, whatever's down there is just asking for me to die, huh? Oh my god, dude. You can up the resolution? Oh yeah, I know. I found that out. I play on the recording anyway, so I was okay. This game is already really small size, so I can't imagine playing it on its default resolution. You would actually just need to... you're dead if you fall in there, right? Oh no, they all connect. What's going on here? Okay. Okay. I can't... Chat, my audio is chirping. Is that the sound? Is that the soundtrack, or is that me? I keep hearing it in my ear, and I can't tell if that's me or the game. It's not a bird. It's like a crackle, like a chirp. Alright, what are you? Oh, a hammer. That's actually pretty good. Don't hear anything weird? Oh, my headphones aren't broken, but maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know, I thought I was hearing something. Alright, well, don't worry about me then. Just check me into the asylum when the stream's over. I'll be okay. Yes, almost got hit by that. Alright, let's go down this hole. So backtracking is essentially pointless, so let's just go until I get hit. And when I get hit, what one? Oh. Oh. Ooh. Pepperoni secret. Oh, that's a lot. Wow, this is just the map that never ends, huh? from the pendant. It just doesn't end. It just goes on for fucking ever. Even if there's something good here, if I get hit once, I have to leave. Or I risk losing all the progress. And I don't really want to do that. So whatever's in here better be worth it. Maybe Marissa's in here. Alright. Oh, chimpanzee that! Nope, we're good. The game is now over. There is no getting up there without whatever item I need. Well, I will come back later. Which means now I have to get through this again. Okay. Okay. We good? We peaches and gravy? Peaches and keen? Please get that map. Please, thank you. Please. Please. Please! No! No! It won't fit in! Bothered. Bothered forever now. Ron! Yes. I think I dropped my gap. What? You dropped your gap. That's quite the power move. Well done. Ugh, and after all the sweat and blood I poured into raising it, guess I'll have to catch another wild one and start over. What in the netherworld is a wild gap? I meant exactly what I said. If you want to know where to look, you can just find them out in the wild. You're mocking me, aren't you? I'm not believing that for a second. Come on, I'm serious. Who is this? This is not Yukari. What the hell? Ceiling injured. Ceiling injured. Huh. I thought Yukari dropped her hat, not her whole ass gap. How do you drop something like that? Do you understand why I hate this? Oh. Oh, it's an enemy. Oh, Jesus. She wasn't kidding. They're just out in the wild. I was gonna touch it. I thought it was an item. Gee, I sure hope there was no rare item in that maze or something like that. Dude, where are you taking me? How am I here? Why am I here? Well, at least I found the way to go, but there's a slight problem. Okay, ding ding ding. Drink some poison. Grab an ice crystal. Get a large potion. Alright, poison drank. Okay. I used a small potion by accident, so now I have to spend 100 gold to bring it back up. You found the time waster. Alright, so let's see. So I can go up and I can go right. And that's about it, really. I think I can go up and right. So let's do that. This isn't just any Lambert. This is the Lambert. I've already been here. Nice, they're dying. Just one hit faster each time. So this is the way I went before. So this way should connect me to the current. Okay. Oh! Mortis. I was wrong. I was wrong. So that leaves the dark path. All right, well, let's just enjoy the trek back, I suppose. Grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a Yukari. No, she's fine. She fell down there, but she's okay. Yeah, see? They made it out okay. I mean, you already knew that. We were in the next area. I wonder, can I get through the dark room now? It won't appear on my map if I complete it, but like, I get the item, so who cares? Alright. Yeah, I can just feel my way around. I'm probably gonna do that. I don't know what the coin does, or if it's even of any urgency right now. Alright, well, that was a bad idea. Problem. Problem. There is a problem. The coins were used to open the final boss room, right? Alright, well, I can't see anything, so I don't know which way to go in here, so that was a good idea. You know what else is a good idea? Beating up Alice. Who made these boss fights? What were they thinking? What was going on in the head when they made these boss fights? That wasn't a boss fight, that was a slaughter. That right there, that's the enemy they warn you not to stay too long on the map for, or it shows up. It should kill me instantly. Instant dead. No survivors. Alice was not beaten. No, because I hit her once, and I did like 1 out of 100, and she hit me once, and she did 1 out of 4. Yeah, I don't know about these. I can't even call them better than last game's. And last game's boss fights weren't anything particularly special. They were just a bunch of weird Yukari heads. But at least they were actually, like, fights. Had that going for it. Alright, well, that way is not working. So we're just gonna run past Alice this time. Good. Hi, Alice. Bye, Alice. Oh, goodness. It's okay, because there's a shop. There's a shop in the next area. And I know how to get there. I think. I went this way, yeah? What's over there? Well, actually, I don't care anymore. Oh, the floor broke. Okay. I didn't realize there was extra stuff to explore here. Okay. Oh, what the? Yeah, alright. Let me just not do that. What's the point? Why? Why do you do that? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of this experiment? Oh, I'm ahead from death. I'm leaving. I'm be on my merry way. So, shop. Underground. Yeah? So let's see. There's the mountain range outside, which is not what I want to explore, but I'm very curious of. But I feel like it's probably best if I ignore it until I gain the ability to fly. Okay, okay. That one spawns way too close to the entrance. Okay, let's see. I know the way I need to go. I didn't run into the prison rivers at all, so that means they're probably somewhere else. Or they're located in Area 1. Well, I want to know, how far can I go? How far will you let me go before you tell me to turn around? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I should have known. He should have known. Oh, streamer, why? Why are we like this? It's not like I didn't see that coming. It's not like anyone didn't see that coming. Great. Alright, which way to the boss? Or, not the boss. I will take directions to the shop, because I am going to die again. And it's not going to be great. So she fell down she dropped a gap down that hole. That whole area is hell. I'll have to go through that again. Okay, now I'm here. So I have to drop down this hole. Okay. And then go down. Okay. Gotta be real careful about it. Okay, let's see. There's two ways to go. Go right at the fork. Okay, I'm going right. You really needed 2 screens for this? I'm upset. I am upset. Alright? I'm upset. Because that is once again a shop that was right next to me. And I just completely walked by it. Good. Very good. Very good. Outstanding move. Well, now let's go left. Shall we? Yep, that looks like it's gonna be fun to go up through. Oh. Oh, I like this room. Oh, what's down there? Let's go down here. Oh, it's the start of the game. I see. I got a mushroom. Okay. Well. An item is an item. But that was, okay. Do you see that? I bet that's where that pit spits you out at. Where the Yukari dropped her gap. Which means I'm gonna go fall in there and find that out. How do I get there again? Oh, up and over here, of course. Oh my god. These enemies are a lot more sophisticated than you think based on their looks. They're still goofy, but not as goofy as you'd think. Oh yeah, just double the hit. Oh, 3 or 4 hits! Ooh, why not just die right now? Hit the ground with a thud. Get her running, go. Being careful is for losers. It's okay, I'm gonna go jump in the pit anyway. I'm gonna see what happens. I can either take one more hit or I die in one more hit. Either way, I'm in the pit. Okay, there seems to be something there, but I can't reach it. Oh, I actually got a gap. Where'd you pick that up? Use it to warp at a certain location. You know what that sounds like? Teleport mazes. I see. I see. What else could you possibly use a gap for than to teleport, right? Yes. Well, that almost worked. Now we're gonna go back. Okay. Let's see. Map. We go. Where do we go? We go. Where do we go? I hate this. You know why I hate this? Because the shop is so far back, and I have to travel through whatever the hell that Area 1 segment is, and I won't be able to get back from it. Unless it gives me an item and lets me walk around. I have very low faith in this. I can't fall into the part on the right. It's too angled into the wall. Knowing this game, it's probably just a dark room anyway, and I'm not really allowed to truly explore it. So I went up and I got the mushroom. And if I'm reading this map correctly, which I most certainly am not, I have no idea where I'm going. Chad, are you really not hearing these chirps? It happens every now and again in the soundtrack. I swear it's there. I swear it's real. I'm not insane. Every now and again there's a part. Yeah, there is the gray one. I know that. That'll warp me to whatever shop I want, but the problem is I need to advance that area anyway, so if I have to teleport further back than the closest shop, that's pointless. So unless it gives me an item that lets me just, you know, continue exploring without much hassle, then that's not worth the time or effort. Speaking of time or effort, we're gonna go down here, and it's gonna reveal a whole lot of nothing. This is punishment for falling. Yep. Yep. That is exactly what this was. I knew it. Where's my other sword? Can I use both at the same time? Put false advertisement if I can't. Alright, what comes next? You go in here, then you take the weird stupid maze, and it turns to a worm. Right there, you hear it? Did you hear it? The chirp in the audio? I think it's part of the soundtrack. I'm almost certain it is. Nothing that way. Gotta go this way. Oh. See? See? Someone heard it. I'm not crazy. I think it's part of the it's audio hiccup. It's part of the music itself. There it was again. It's not actually on my end, which is good because I thought I was going insane. Which way, mon capitan? Oh my god. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to be here anymore. Alright. You think I just hear voices in my head? No, that's you listening to me. You're the one hearing voices in your heads. I'm not crazy. Alright? Alright, I'm back. Whee! Alright, so this already sucks. Yep. Not that much different from what it was on the other end, but it's okay. Uh-huh. Yep. This is not going too well. Okay. Okay. I got all the way here and now I'm already injured. Master Yukari, I've really messed up. It looks like I dropped Chen. What? When? I think it was around when you dropped your gap, maybe. Ron, what do we do? Should we head back and look for her? Nah, that's too much of a hassle. What the? Oh. Don't get so down. You can just catch another one in the wild. Don't lump my precious Chenna with your freaky gaps. How precious could she be when you just said that she wasn't worth the hassle to backtrack for? What the fuck, Ron? You're cold-blooded in this game. Yeah, some of the level design of these games is a little, I do think they're cool games, though. Good. Can't go up. The character writing's pretty good, though. I mean, it's extremely outlandish. Oh, that's not, yeah, this is, okay, what am I doing here? I guess I'm falling. Alright, good room, good room. Good room! No damage taken. And then there is a one-way pit. Is that so? When does Youyoumu gain the ability to pogo stick? I do not understand how I dodged that. Oh, well. That's okay. There's no need to understand anymore because I didn't dodge it. Yeah, here we go. And down we go again. There wouldn't be one-way drops if it gave me an item and let me backtrack. There has to be an item like that, though. They wouldn't do this so many times, right? They really like making you climb. Oh my goodness. Yep. Yep. 2 ways to go. Pick your favorite. That hit me? Okay. Good room. Not even an item. Not even a mushroom. I didn't ask for much. Just a mushroom would do. Okay. Okay, this has to be the item. Winged boot. Winged boot. You sure do like picking up boots, don't you? The only one, that's only one of a pair, but you should let you fly a little. What do you mean a little? How do I use it? I don't know why you felt it necessary to talk about that game in chat and then name drop it. Like, what? Hello? Hello? Why would you think that that's just like an acceptable place to do this? Go be horny elsewhere. Oh, another fantastic room. Okay. Yeah, if they asked you what it was, you know what they could have done? Send a message. Not in chat. In a private message. That's the whole point of a private message. Okay, now where to? That all loops around. There's an area to go up there. Okay. I got it. You can only use it once. Okay. At least you can angle it in 4 directions. It's only one boot after all. True. I have one boot with a wing and I have one boot without a wing. Okay, it should be here. Come on, come on, come on. Surely this can't go any higher, right? There's no way for it to get back. It just, yeah. Okay, alright. Mushroom. Oh, but I wanted the mushroom. Fine. What is this? What is this? Why is this? What? Huh? Is there another entryway? Nothing up here. Fall from above. Yeah. I don't know about this one. That would be one damn good mushroom. What are you doing with this? What are you doing with this one? Okay, very good. Just... Whoa. So what, is the whole floor just fuck you? Is that what it is? I'm dead. Boot saved. Yeah, but now I have to go all the way back for that, because there's no way to... There's no way back. And there's an item up there. Unless it connects back. Unless it connects back. I'm gonna do all that. All that over again. If I want to get that one item. Where am I right now? Oh, for here. Boot. You know what? There's some stuff on the way back as well, so let me just do it. Let me just do it and get everything on the pathway. This is gonna suck. Okay. Quickest, most effective way. I can also check out what's to the right of the shop. Oh. Alright, something here. Mushroom. Pendant, that's... I wanted a mushroom. I bought the power ring, yeah? Yeah. Goodness you and your rings. This one probably increases power. Okay. That's good. Oh no! I gotta do it all over again. Okay. I'm going to that pit. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the above ground stuff for later because the above ground stuff connects, so I could explore it all. But I'm gonna go clean out the rest of the cavern so I don't have to go back underground. That's the plan. Oh, they're just down there now. Fine by me. Let's work. Coming through. Youyoumu's sword should be able to slash bullets. I mean, can it do that in the fighting games? If the things she can't cut are next to none, doesn't that include bullets? Am I wrong to assume that includes bullets? Shit. I just died. I guess cutting bullets would be unfair, but I didn't realize in a game like this, Youyoumu had any interest in playing fair. There's no rules, but everybody still plays by the rules. And they say the Gensokyo folk aren't honest. But no matter what the situation, they always play by the book. Did I go? Yeah, I did. I don't think there's anything in the cave that I need boots for. Yeah, it's the Rokonken. Alright, I have the Hakudoken. Yeah, you're right, I have the wrong sword for that. Nothing that way. Yeah, and the hole. And then, yeah, we can just... There isn't really much threat of this, because I can just boot it back up. Youyoumu. Youyoumu. Didn't you ever once think that maybe I needed you to do that, right? I blame Youyoumu. I'm well within my right to believe I was okay with that. So why did Youyoumu fuck it up? Alright, where's that pit? That map is uncompletable. Dude. Oh, I got it. Never mind. Map completed. Chat said there was something good up here. Is it good? I dashed and she just fell. She almost fell. This is so unnecessary, dude. Why? Why do you insist? Okay. What's even up here? Nothing. Nothing's up here. Just the great big sky. Don't go left yet. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. Oh. Other boot. Dream expand ring? It's even fishier than usual, I see. This one is the usual money-making kind. Ah, I see. I think that's it. There's nothing here. I mean, that wasn't a bad find, don't get me wrong. Did I buy an ice crystal? Aw, you jackass, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't buy an ice crystal. What? Whoa. Well, that's just not right. Oh. Money. They're dropping gold. Oh, this is great. Okay. Okay. Oh, what if I fuck it up again? I didn't even buy an emergency retreat. That was a really bad jump, but I didn't get punished for it. Okay. Dude, it's so far. And if I screw it up again, I don't have many opportunities to fix it. Wow. Oh, come on with that shit. There's a block to stand on in the center. For that one, anyway. Yep. Center here as well. Center. Not center. Not center. Not center. Not center. Okay. Alright. Didn't matter. It was a fucking mushroom! Ah! How do I get the other item then? Chat, what about the other item? How do I get the other one? Because I thought this was what was getting me that item over there. Do I want spoilers? Can I get that item right now, or is this pointless? Because I don't want to be here anymore, but I don't know how to get that. There's another entrance to Area 1 above from Area 4. Oh! Okay. That's all I needed to know then. That essentially just means that the area I haven't explored yet will lead to another pit drop, which is fine. Because I'll forget that anyway, but not, like, really. That'll save me a lot of headache. And look on the bright side, I now have a new mushroom, right? I collect them. It was really worth the trip. I'm glad I came. And got a new mushroom. Alright. A whole new world. I want the gold coin. Uh-huh. Alright, okay. Where are you taking me? Where are we going? Where is the exit? This might be one of my least favorite layouts for levels ever. The short room that is flat and stretches out and creates multiple hallways throughout the whole room. The Snake Way. Pog. Pog. Oh. Look at that. The damage. Alright, let's see. I now have a single boot. What can I do with this one boot? There seems to be a few places I can go, huh? Well, I can go back into the Area 2 section. I can go to the shop. There's a whole area down there. There's some dark areas I still haven't gotten. I guess I should just go back to Area 4, but I didn't buy a crystal, and I have to buy one by going to the shop. Level 2 is almost fully explored. There's one area I didn't explore in Area 2. Wait, I think there's a dark area as well, so I didn't explore that either. So I'll worry about that when I get whatever lights that up. There's a dark area here as well. And some other thing, so I'm not going to worry about that. So yeah, I think it's just best I go back to Area 4's shop and then start exploring the top. But I am curious about the other areas here. I'm gonna go do that because before I explore anything else, I'd like whatever gets rid of the darkness. Now I'm just going to cleave my way through anything. You could also try and deal with Letty. You know what? I think I will kick Letty's ass. Where is she again? Oh yeah, she's not that far from here actually. Yeah, I can do that. Chop, 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 coming through. Chop, chop. Alright, let's see. Okay. Buy my ice crystal. Buy a gray onyx. Buy a quack. You never know when you're gonna need a quack. An extra potion. And I'll be on my way. Alright, let's go to Letty. One last round of poison. I don't know if I can afford it. I mean, poison ain't cheap. It's costing me $200 to drink poison. It's like paying someone $100 to fuck off, you know? Like, you gotta weigh the pros and cons of the exchange. This is the way to go. Oh yeah, I want to see what gray onyx. A weird crystal. The instruction says it'll teleport you to the last shop you visited. Yes, a weird onyx, is it? It's obviously let you visit any shop you visited. That kind of looks like Quackama at a glance. I think you can survive a fatal hit if you make her take it for you. That's bad. Why did I turn her into a scapegoat? I just wanted a friend for the trip because Youyoumu is certainly not being one. Wait. Shot, there was more to explore in the area. But climbing, that's a bitch. There's more to the right. Yeah, I'm going to Letty. And now we go through this for some reason. Alright, Letty, how much do I do to you? Yeah. Yeah, bullet vomit. Yeah, bullet vomit. Yeah, bullet vomit. Mushroom. She was holding out on the secret area. Wow, you can tell by the way I'm dealing with these enemies right now that they've definitely intended for me to come here way earlier in the game. Yeah, let me just gonna reconsider that. Good. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is like, I can't tell what the decision here was. The enemy strength tells me that they intended for this to be much earlier in the game, but Letty being Letty is also just like, I am not going anywhere near her, right? Why would I? Alright, that takes care of the special zone. Actually, there's still one more area to check. Yeah, you can also just ignore Letty. That's true. But when you see a boss, would you really want to ignore them? You would assume that that's progress, so you'd come back later and try again. That is is not what happened here, of course. Yeah, the special zone isn't locked, I know that. But what I mean is that if you came here for the first time, you probably wouldn't assume that whatever is past Letty is available until Letty is beaten, right? Because she's the first boss encounter you get. Alright, so let's see. Guess while I'm here, I'll go downwards. I'll do a little bit of exploring in the general area that's nearby, and then I'll use the gray onyx to go back to Area 4. This room is pointless. This is the most pointless room in the game, and there's been a lot of pointless rooms in the game. Why is it like this? Alright. Actually, I take that back. This room is pointless. Why? Why you do that? I hate it. It looks awful. Secret. No secret. You go much further when you do it in the air. Oh, how about that? That was the secret, Captain. There is nowhere else to go the whole time. Alright. I have a new appreciation for Metroidvania games. When I was younger, I didn't care for them because the idea of having to constantly backtrack was not fun to me. And you know, that's still a complaint I have with these games. But I did enjoy the ones that I played enough that didn't you know, make or break my experience. But holy Jesus, man, the amount of backtracking you have to do sometimes is just awful. You discover 3 rooms in an area you're in and you can't do anything about them, so you have to come back later when you can do something about them. And then you come back later and you get like 2 items and you're like, nice, and then you repeat the cycle over and over and over again. And like, I get it. I understand. I do like the items that increase your mobility so you can explore more of the castle. And also, like, oh, right, this. You can explore more of the castle in general, and then it's faster. But, like, some of the older games, Symphony of the Night, Circle of the Moon, pretty sure all of them really do this. I don't remember if Aria of Sorrow did, or I don't know if Dawn of Sorrow does it. But sometimes you could, you know, if you discovered an item with a room in it. Let me try that again. If you discover a room with an item in it, and you don't collect the item, the map doesn't actually tell you whether or not that item was collected. The only way you can tell is if there's a block of room you didn't explore. But sometimes you could make just enough progress. Oh, right. This was dark, that's why. What else is there? I'm using the gray one. Level 2, level 3, level 4. Level 4 shop, please. Take another one of those. Another one of those. Another one of those. And we're good. Let's see. Going off where I am right now. Yeah, there's a lot of things I can run around and jump in. But I'm not gonna do that right now, because I'm hungry. Saved your game. Thank you, Marissa. I am now going to stop playing the video game. Good progress. Much better progress. However, I am very tired. So once again, something in this stream had to negatively affect it. Oops. Oh well. So, you know, I do think it's better than the first game. I really do. But there are some things about it that really really could have been done better. Just a bit. Just a bit. And the worst is when I think of some things that it did do better before. And now it's like, oh. Or the map is just as needlessly large. I'd argue there's actually more to do on this map than the last game. Because the last game had a lot of pointless rooms that were weirdly shaped and just dead ends for no real reason. And the amount of items you could really get, you pretty much just bought your upgrades. It's I guess we'll see. If Komokyo 2's map is probably gonna be bigger because it's a newer game, but some of the areas, specifically in Komokyo 1, the Patchouli area, that area wasn't long, but it was awful to navigate. And Sakuya's area was just asinine. That area sucked. It was just a ton of high jumping, and it took forever to get through it. So that area just felt longer by accident, really. So we'll see. I imagine Area 5 isn't going to be too spectacular, but as long as I don't have to like spam high jump boots and constantly worry about falling and then new enemies and the whole 9 yards, I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, we'll see. We'll see.